party out here.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get into it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going on a journey right fast. Y'all can dig it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to my ladies right fast. Y'all good? Y'all ever had somebody look at you before? Like look at you with the look. Like there's a certain look a man gives you. You know what I'm saying? The look. Okay, this one without the look. I ain't even got gum in my mouth. It's not even gum. It's just me. Okay, so this poem is called Peep Game. Picture it, Sicily, circa 2020 me. And I was in a public setting and he was asking me to let him in just by looking at me. Now, he was dangerous. An incubus that wanted more than lust, but still was willing to suck all the fluid out of my body. If you ask me why I let him in, it wasn't because he was fine, or because his arms was big. It wasn't just because of his lips, or because he smelled like whiplash and neck braces, or because I imagined that he tasted like the warm corner piece on a fresh pan of brownies. No. It's because when he looked at me, he made me feel like gooey caramel middle. He looked at me like I was a ham hock, thick, plop, in a fresh pot of greens juices splashing happily. He looked at me with the kind of intensity that has brought empires to their knees. Folks have talked about women starting wars, but I contend that the women wouldn't have started the wars if the men hadn't have looked at them that way. He had a smooth type of intensity, the kind that already claimed his territory. He looked at me with authority, like, put that down, and I immediately dropped my guard and all my insecurities. He looked at me like I was a doctor. Like he needed me, willing to pay dearly. He looked at me like he had insurance, had already envisioned the entire visit. He looked at me like my body was a stethoscope. Like my hand was on his back and I was counting his heartbeats per minute. And I was listening to his lungs increase and decrease with air. He looked at me like my canal was a blood pressure sleeve, holding his third leg, cuffing, getting a Kegel-induced blood pressure reading, 124/73. He looked at me like I was gonna keep that thing healthy. He looked at me like he knew the rhythm my clitoris pulsated to when it come. He looked at me like I was the only one that had one. Matter of fact, the only one in the world, the only one that mattered. He looked at me like he was white. Like he wanted to be invited to the cookout. Like he wanted to slide that sausage across this grill. He looked at me like I was a rib. Like he wanted to put that special sauce on it. He looked at me like I was grits, made me feel creamy. He looked at me like he was some kind of soul food. Like he was a hearty meatloaf and mashed potatoes, something to fill your stomach up with, something you can feel in your stomach, feeling nice sliding down your throat. He said my name like it was a morsel, made it feel sensual, needed, indispensable. He said my name like a couple of forevers, like he had waited forever but couldn't wait no more, but would gladly wait some more if I asked him to. If I wasn't comfortable, he said my name like I was worth it. Like I was the prize, but not even a trophy. He said my name like lifetime subscription, like he was a weary traveler and I an oasis. He said my name like good morning, every morning. And when I smiled, he found comfort. And that man, he made me his home. I know, right? It was nicely. Hey, y'all. Hey, we here. Okay, so y'all got the look, right? Because there's a look. Okay, that pop didn't pop off, but y'all with me, okay? All right, so I had to be kind of vulnerable to get to the look part, where the look could be the look without me like crumbling inside at the look, right? Feel me? All right, so I don't necessarily come from where I could accept the look as the look. There had to be some work to get to where I could accept love as a look. You feel me? There had to be some therapy, there had to be some prayer, there had to be some work. Alright? To the man who's brave enough to love a fatherless woman. This ain't gonna be easy. Feminine with masculine tendencies, I'm not a little lady or a daint. So don't try to damsel me or put me in my place. Your cape as another dirty piece of laundry to my load, you should know. The males before you were astronomers, saw the void my father left, a hole disguised as low self-esteem, a thing to be studied for a night or two, something they could jump off in, explore, and leave. Fatherless women date off-brand versions of Kool-Aid. They are Weilers, clear, sugary sweet, cold, and gone after you swallow. We expect you to be gone after we swallow, as we are children of low expectations, don't know how to react when you stay. We'll send you home today because we still have to be you tomorrow, and don't expect you to just slide into your role. Fatherless women don't know how to need you. The only man that we ever knew is ourselves. What exactly do we need you for? No disrespect. I just want to know how to need you, and how to love you, how to have you, and how to let you hold me. But I won't shrink under your manliness or go extinct in my own skin. Losing the mister in me feels too much like another man abandoning me. So I'm sorry, but this fatherless woman has played his role, your role, and their role for so long, she does not know how to not be man of the house. There's that piece. So we go from fatherless women, right? You know what I'm talking about. Because we jacked up out here, women be jacked up out here. I don't know if any of us have admitted to you men before. See, at first I talked to the men, the women. Now I'm talking to the men. Women be jacked up out here. You know what I'm talking about? Men be jacked up out here. So this is a fairly new poem. So I need y'all to pray with me as I say this. Okay, y'all good? This is fairly new. Like I tried to memorize this in a day. Okay, so y'all gonna pray with me. Y'all good? Yeah. We in one accord? And not a Honda. We need to be in one accord. Praise the Lord. Okay, all right. Let's get it. And in the words of the great prophet Kendrick Lamar. Hey, let's get it, bro. Okay, so one day poem we done tried to memorize. We gonna do this. We here together. I will give all of me. I will give all of me. Love the parts of you that you hide for fear that they will be damaged again. I will gently massage the tender space in hopes that it will no longer be tender every time it is touched. I will lay a foundation with trust as the cornerstone. Because these walls that you have built on the dirt of your past experiences are unstable, leaning, leaving you lonely, bitter, and unresolved. These walls are adorned with a garland of barbed insecurities. And I really want to love you, I do. But I can't keep getting ripped apart for it. These scars carry the fingerprints of your previous relationships, evidence of trauma in transition, a survival tactic. And you were never meant to be beast king. You are still the rose that passion raised up from concrete. And even though you seem to want to keep putting this glass on top of yourself, you are only blocking yourself from our rain. Let me love you wholly. I can do the Lord's work. We can resurrect this hardened heart, make you a sincere and true believer in love. You can run around spreading the gospel of love, letting people know that it's real and it works and you have it and you are in it. And I don't just want to be your lover, I want to be love.
Come on.
But if you just want to fuck, alright, but no, you playing yourself. You are. And after we get up from laying down, I will look at you with the disappointment of what could have been. And you will look at me with the hope that what just happened will tie a string between our hips, allowing you to puppeteer these rolling hills into being a sip of water in your current state of dehydration. Sadly, the wetness you seek will not compare to the ocean I am. And when I walk away, which I will, when I walk away, you will be dismayed that you didn't dive in because you were so scared that you were going to sink, that you didn't remember, honey, you were born knowing how to swim.
Come on.
Ooh, we got through it. Y'all was praying. Y'all some praying people. I love it. I love that for us. Yes. Okay. We getting to it. Now, so we got messed up men, messed up women. Yes. But when we get past the messed up part, we can actually love one another and we can be giving in love. Can we say giving?
Giving.
Yes. Hey now, we in now. Okay, so in that giving space, I have learned that I am a giver. I'm a loving person. Can we say loving?
Loving.
Okay, I am a lovely, loving person. Inside of me being a lovely, loving person. This is an erotic poem, by the way. Inside of me being a lovely, loving, I just like to warn people. Inside of me being a lovely, loving person, these are my love languages, right? Okay, so as it pertains to love languages, I am an acts of service / physical touch, quality time kind of girl. I give like I receive, give all of me, but in order for you to feel my love, I can't just say it with my chest. No, it has to be piped down my windpipe, lungs filled with pre-cum fellatio.
Yes, Jesus.
said my man. Lungs filled with pre-cum fellatio. A love language requiring all three. My mouth is a love language. A toasty caress wet with devotion, engulfing head shaft, tongue told your twin friends to come in. I take all of you. Hard or soft. I kiss chest, stomach with its sandwich between my breasts. Bites inner thigh. I'll work the body like a coach. My tongue laps, run laps around your lap like a track. Ooh. I'm an Olympian with 5 rings and you got a champion. I swallow the spoils of victory. I'm an addict. My love language may be acts of service, but I'm a voyeur with selfish needs. Your pleasure is my silver screen. I watch you, watch me increase with intensity. Your head falls back and I win. I make you white man relax. A state of ease without a care in the world. Your hand trapped in my locks and curls. Just rise and fall and bite your lip. Front of tongue, back of tongue, lick and flip. My tongue is a wand and I can do magic. I can make it rise. I can make it jerk. The vein on the back of it throbs as you let out a manly moan, the only sound that can be heard over the splosh of suck juice. A river, wet, wet, traveling every crevice. My love language is a moisturizer and I treat your whole dermis. Rub you the right way for every way that you were rubbed wrong. Make your toes curl for every step you took today. For every gawk and stare, I gawk with care. My love language is oral encouragement. My love language is to love you, please you, have you, want you, no matter how long it takes. Thank you.